Hi, it's Carolyn, and I'm here with you for our weekly reading to see what the collective energies are for the week ahead. I'm recording this on Sunday, September 11th, and so the intention is for this upcoming week. As always, a friendly reminder that it is a collective reading, so take the messages that resonate for you and leave what doesn't. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the decks here. We're going to be using a tarot deck and two oracle decks. So, we're going to start with our tarot deck. What messages do we need to know? We have one. See if we can get one more, and then we'll look at our bottom of the deck. Okay, well, we had three more come out, so we will take them all. Okay, so we have balance, compromise, self-control, moderation. We have the Two of Earth, which is actually another card speaking to balance, and it literally says balance, prioritization, playfulness. We have the Emperor, which I believe is a repeating message from last week, organization, leadership, structure. And we have the Wheel, which I feel is a repeating card as well, luck, progress, change. And then our bottom of the deck, we have release, endings, transformation, freedom. So with everything that you let go of, that makes space for something better to be coming in. And so I feel like this is going to be a big week of releasing something. And it's feeling into what this message means for you. I feel just because there are so many of these other cards that are speaking to organization and structure and finding balance, I do feel it might even be old unserving patterns that you are letting go of. Almost like you're choosing to level up and get more organized and get more focused during this time. And really identifying what you need that's going to help you feel more in balance. And it might be looking at how are things feeling in your life right now. I always think it can be interesting to even do a pie chart for yourself just to have that sort of visual. And look at the areas of your life that are really important to you. It might have to do with like friendships or romantic relationships, socialization, work, self-care, spirituality, health, physical activity, just identifying what some of those core areas of your life are important to you and really reflect on how you've been spending your time. Are things out of balance? Are you spending more time doing things that aren't as important to you or aren't really as much of a priority to your heart? I know I've heard from a lot of people this past week that a lot of times it's hard to find time for self-care because the headspace kicks in and it's like, yeah, but we should be doing this and we should be doing that, and almost like taking care of yourself to the headspace doesn't feel like a priority. But it really is a priority, and it really is something that is essential. And so I feel like it might be just kind of getting structured on what things are looking like for you in your week, and looking to see how you can bring more things into balance. I really like even how the Two of Earth here talks about playfulness, because it is important to have that time for fun and play and connecting with your inner child. That's really an essential part of having this balanced experience. And like it says here with our balance card, moderation, which makes me think of the phrase everything in moderation. If we're focused too much on the things that our mind is saying we have to do and not making enough time for fun and play and enjoyment, that's not great. And the reverse isn't great either. If we're spending too much time doing fun and play type stuff and letting maybe essential tasks go, that is not great either. And so look at where things in your life need to come into more balance. And I feel like once this happens, it's almost like with our wheel card here, that is going to allow things to start to move forward in a way that feels a lot better to you. So essentially it's looking at unserving patterns, and it can be also just different core beliefs that you're holding on to. Take a look at your schedule, how you're spending your day-to-day life. It also might be looking at your spiritual practices. Is there anything that you're losing sight of with that? I know that's something I've also heard from a couple people this week too. Just how it can feel easy sometimes to lose sight of that or lose that focus when other stuff is going on. And so looking at how you can bring that back into the forefront of what you're working on for yourself too, to allow things to then really just move forward easily and effortlessly, okay? And so let us see what the Oracle decks have to share with us. So this first one I'm pulling from here is one that's focused on the Archangels. So we have one, and let's see if we can get one more here. What else do we need to know? Okay. We have peace. Archangel Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And we also have comfort. Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And so I feel like this really is connecting with those energies of peace and just really tapping into that feeling of comfort, to know that whatever is happening, even if you're feeling overwhelmed due to things feeling like they're a bit out of balance in your life, that you really are never alone. And it's connecting with the angels, with the universe, with the divine for that help and support. Might even be asking for help in rearranging your schedule. You know, it can be really fascinating how once you put that request out, all of a sudden things can start to shift a little bit. It's like you're getting that help that you're asking for. But really see how you can tap into this feeling of peace, okay? And I feel like this goes quite nicely with the other cards that we've received, as when we're out of balance, it's not really a peaceful feeling, is it? It can certainly feel a bit stressful, overwhelming, like I mentioned earlier, even a bit frantic or chaotic. And so I feel like a big guidance this week is allowing yourself to be present in the moment, bringing yourself back into balance, bringing yourself back into that energy of peace. So we're going to pull from our final oracle deck here, just the power of surrender. Let's see what some final messages are. Okay. All right. We have our two. We have surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. And we have surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. And so, yeah, take some time to release worries, okay? Really connect back with that energy of peace. And this can also be where maybe solutions come through, where maybe just getting more organized and structured and having more balance in your life is going to help you be able to gear a perfect solution for what it is that you might be worried about. And for some of you, if something is coming up where you want to be fixing someone, like this is saying, this doesn't work, right? And I think a lot of people who tend to be more empathic often find that they attract people into their lives who maybe give off this energy of needing to be fixed, and then the empath wants to help with that because the empath can feel how the person is feeling. But there's such a difference between supporting somebody and being there for them versus stepping into this energy of feeling like you can fix them. Because that's really more of a space of control. Because like the card says, everybody's healing journey is up to them, okay? There's a phrase, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. And that's what I always think of, like around this idea when it comes up about just wanting to fix somebody. And I think it comes from good intentions for a lot of people, where you're really wanting maybe to help somebody to feel better or resolve them from any distress that they might be experiencing. But yeah, everybody has their own journey. And so it's really moving into the state of acceptance instead of feeling like you can fix somebody. Okay? And I feel like this is also like it shares. It's time for a relationship to shift. And for some of you, if this is coming up in a relationship you have, this might also be what's helping to bring it back into balance as well. And so these are the energies that we have for the upcoming week. I hope the reading resonates for you. And I'll see you again at the next video.